Right, so welcome back to the GD and Son channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. So we have finally reached over 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe that. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you to everyone, old and new, that subscribed to the channel, made this channel what it is. I'm hoping to bring more good content. I just want to, I love you all. You're all brilliant. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, welcome to my winter wonderland, baby. It's still snowing. I mean, it's not heavy. I mean, it's not going to relay on the roads like this that have been gritted, but I mean, these little side roads, they're not too pleasant to drive on. I mean, I know some places in the world, you know, get heavy snow and they deal with it quite well, but over in the UK, people just don't know how to drive in the snow, you know, and it causes massive problems, accidents, people getting, you know, stranded at the side of the road. It just causes major problems over here. The gritters come out and grit all these roads and anything that's like on a bus route. So, you know, there's a bus stop there, they'll grit all these roads to try and keep things moving. But anything like these little side roads where the buses don't go, they don't get done. So, yeah, I mean, we're back out today. I mean, I had Monday off. I've done a little bit of work in my garage and just potted around, done a few bits and pieces. But, you know, we've got to get back to work. I've got some jobs on today. I'm meant to be picking up some soil on Wednesday, but that might be getting pushed back. You know, I've got some scrap metal I want to pick up, so we're just gonna have to get on with it, I'm afraid, and hope that everyone can drive properly and we don't have any accidents. So I'm just heading around now to pick up Billy Boy. We've got a couple of jobs on today that we're going to go and get done. Just waste removal. We've got no scrap metal. I've got some stuff on the back here, boiler, a few bits and pieces like that, but today we're just going to do some scrap metal and we're going to see what happens with this weather sort of like overnight. But I've got a strong feeling that if it's still like this tomorrow, or there's still snow on the ground, basically, I'm going to end up leaving the soil job, because it's what I don't want is the soil to be frozen. You know, I mean, we're only doing it with shovels and wheelbarrows and stuff like that, so I may even just push that back till like next week. You know, the guy isn't going to not pay me. I've already moved half his rubbish. I get on quite well with him. I know him quite well, so you know, I'll just tell him, look, there's no point of like moving, you know, all of this whilst it's in this condition. So he'll be all right with it, and you know, he's in no immediate rush to get the soil gone. He just wanted it gone. You know, he just asked me how much it costs, and I give him a price, and he just agreed to it. So it doesn't really matter whether it's done now, next week, or even next month, for example. So that is what we're going to do with that. But today we're going to do a couple of waste removal jobs, so stay with me. We'll pick up Bill and then I'll show you what we're going to go and get. Right, so I just come round my mum's house quickly to go and grab my green sheet, stop anything from blowing off, and yeah, you can just sort of tell a little indication. I mean, we haven't had loads and loads, but there's a lot of snow that we've had in a while. I mean, I don't think we had any last year at all. There's Mummy Dearest. With her lovely heart in the window. So yeah, definitely had quite a bit, and I say you can't really see very well on the video, but it is still snowing a little bit. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my nephew to get changed because he's got the wrong kind of trousers on his head, and then we're going to head over and go and do our job. So there is something quite majestic about the lovely white snow, but yeah, I'll be happy when it goes, get back to work properly. I say this sort of stuff, as soon as you get wet, you're just wet cold for the rest of the day then. So anyway, we'll get going in a minute and we'll show you the first job. Just keep chucking away at it, mate. Right, so this is the job we're on today. I can't show you inside, but yeah, we've got them bringing out all the rubbish. We're going to stack it up nice and neat and then head over and do the second job. So I'll show you what it looks like when we've got it all loaded up. Right, so first job is now completed. I can't show you what's on the back because we've finished there now. We had to shoot round to the mother-in-law's place to grab her Christmas tree. He gave us a bit of extra money and said, look, can you shoot around the mother-in-law's, grab the old Christmas tree? We was like, yeah, no problem. She only lived like literally a couple of minutes away. So we're just heading to the next job now, which is going to be our last job for the day, and then we're going to go and get it all tipped off. So we've probably got, it looks like half a load, but I don't think it is, because most of it's all cardboard, it's all wet and stuff like that, so it just looks like there's more on there than there actually is. So hopefully we'll get all the next one on as well. I don't see why we wouldn't. We've got plenty of space on the back there. We've actually got our green cover today as well to cover all the waste over. Usually I forget that on my waste days because I don't really carry it for scrap metal. So anyway, we'll get to the next job. I'll show you what we're dealing with and we'll get it loaded on and then we'll go and get it tipped off. So let's go and do it, baby. Right, so yeah, here's the next one. We've got this little bit to get rid of. Got some metal in there as well. Little bits and pieces. Just clear out this bin shed and get it looking tidy again. So we couldn't park on the driveway because it's gravel. I always have a bad time here anyway, parking on the gravel, let alone with gravel snow. So bit of a mission across the road, but we'll get it done. So anyway, we're going to get this loaded on and we will check that with you. Right, so we've got all the load on. A bit of a struggle, must admit, with the boxes, because some of them, you know, weren't collapsed like these ones. They're bulky boxes. So managed to sort of make it so we built up some sides, really, like these sort of ones. Bulky. This pallet's no good, too small. Might be alright for firewood, but that's about it. There's some bulkier boxes there and there, but we've managed to get it on, pottering in and about. So I'd say there's quite a decent amount of weight on there now. I reckon we're hovering around maybe 700 kg, 800 kg. Some metal obviously on as well, which we're going to keep when we get to the other end. But yeah, we're just going to make our way over to the tip now and get it all unloaded. Right, so we're just heading over to the tip now. I just wanted to explain a little bit about licences. There's a few people now have asked me what sort of licences you need to get started. So I can only sort of talk for the UK. I can't do for any other country because I don't know what the licence requirements are. But for the UK, basically, waste removal side of it is just the waste carrier's licence. So you can apply for that on the Environmental Agency website. There are a few questions to go through. Have you ever been caught fly tipping? You know, stuff like that. You put in all your information. There's two types of licences. First one is a green waste licence, which enables you to carry grass cuttings, tree cuttings, anything, i.e. green, branches, all that sort of stuff. But you can't carry any business waste. So you can carry green waste as business waste, but you can't carry black sacks filled with household rubbish, cardboard, all that sort of stuff. It won't come under that licence category. So the one that you want to do is the higher up. It's called the upper tier licence, which is about 160 to 170 pound. I can't remember the actual exact price, but you apply for that. Decision's pretty much instant. You get a copy, get emailed through with your license, your number on it, and that's you basically ready to go. Obviously you need to make sure you've contacted your insurance for your van or your car or your trailer, whatever you're doing really, and let them know what you're going to be doing, because obviously there might be certain types of for example, for us, I got haulage insurance, so I don't have carriage of own goods on this van because that enables me to carry my tools. If I'm a builder and I'm carrying my tools to a building site, that is carriage of own goods. You know, you carry your tools there, you carry your tools back. Scrap men, some people are going to disagree with me with this, but this is what I've been told by many insurers in the past. Carriage of own goods is no good for scrap men, because some people said when you pick a metal up, you then technically own it, so that's your metal, so it's your own goods, so you're carrying your own goods. But what I was told is anytime you make money off of your van, you're then moving metal from one place to another. That's classed as haulage. Same as this is haulage. You know, I'm moving rubbish from one place to another, so that's just what I've been told. I prefer to have that insurance anyway because it's a higher grade insurance. I know that I'm covered. If the old bill do stop me, you know, I know 100% that I've got the right cover on my van. You know, if you want to try and get away with carriage of own goods, it's up to you. You know, you may be told something different by another insurer, but I can't comment. This is what I've been told, so I'm going to tell you what I've been told. So haulage insurance is on my van. That covers me for this side of it. Other insurances you might need for waste removal: public liability insurance. Now, it's not necessary to have public liability cover. You know, some people will tell you it is, but you don't have to have it. Unfortunately, if I turn up at a job and I haven't got it, and I'm walking out with a chest of drawers or something like that, and it starts to fall apart and it falls into a 90 grand motor and dents the side of it, you're then liable for the cover. So if you haven't got the public liability cover and you haven't told them that, you know, what you're doing, waste removal, you're then responsible for the damage on that car. So if the damage comes to £3,000, £4,000, that's what you're going to have to fork out, unfortunately. So you don't have to have it, but I would seriously recommend getting it. And obviously there's things like employees liability cover, you know, which is something that I don't actually have at the minute, because me and Bill just, you know, cruise around. He's never going to sue me, you know, we're family, and in a day I'll chuck him 200 quid and that'll be the end of the story. So it is something that I'm looking into getting, just purely because when you want to do big jobs, you know, they want to see these sort of contracts. So I'm looking to try and get some work with the council done some point this year. I want to get all my records and all my policies in order, so then I can apply to work with the Kent County Council and do waste removal jobs for them, you know, pickups for them, and they then pay you direct through the KCC. So that's something that I'm looking for in the future, but I haven't actually got my license for that yet. But I do have my public liability insurance, which is something that I definitely would recommend that you get. When it comes to scrap metal, a little bit different. There's another license. You need a mobiles collector's license. So that collector's license will allow you to go around the streets and pick up metal that's on the side of the curb. Now, there are some rules again with this. You can only collect metal from the borough of council that you've applied for. So for instance, I'm with Maidstone Borough Council, so I've applied for Maidstone Borough Council's license. So anywhere in the borough of Maidstone is an area where I can go and collect metal. However, if I want to move into Chatham, Rochester, Gillingham, you know, anywhere like that, Tunbridge, they have a separate council and a borough, so I then have to apply direct. So you can have multiple areas, but unfortunately it'll cost you I think it's about 200, the last one I've done was 294 quid. So, you know, it's not cheap, but I mean, if you are doing it as a business and maybe you've got 2 or 3 vans, you know, that you're running, different people driving them, obviously, you know, you can maybe have a different borough each, go around and try and collect it all, make as much as you can, split it, I don't know, you know, however you want. But for me personally, Maidstone Borough is enough for me. I do my little bits around there. I may expand it in the future, but it's not something I'm considering doing just yet. I'm quite happy with the amount of metal that I get and the contacts I get. I do some metal collections outside of Maidstone Borough Council, but what I tend to do is they are only designated pickups. So someone might ring me up and say, I've got 2 washing machines and a tumble dryer here I need to get rid of. So I'll say to them, yeah, I'll come and collect that. I'll do it as a waste collection. So I'll write my receipt out for the collection, but I will go there and pick up them items and I will come home. I won't then drive around that area looking for scrap metal, because that technically then is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. So you can go and do a free collection and not charge him, do him a waste transfer note and say you've picked up his waste, because that technically is his rubbish, bring it back, but you can't then go mobile collecting on the streets. Once again, people might disagree with me, this is what I've been told, so this is how I do things. So that is pretty much the basics of the licenses. You know, there isn't really anything else. You just need to make sure you inform your insurance company about the stuff that you're doing, because scrap metal, for example, sometimes needs different insurances and stuff. So when I rang up my insurance company, they said to me, look, what cover do you need? I said haulage. What sort of business are you into? So I said, look, I do scrap metal collections and I do waste removal. That is my 2 main things. I said I do exterior cleaning as well, but don't do a lot of it. That's just obviously carrying my pressure washer, so you know, it's no biggie really, you know. But you need to tell them about the scrap metal and stuff, because some insurance companies won't actually touch you if you deal with scrap metal. The one I've got is I can't even think of the name of it now, Aviva maybe, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I spoke to the guy on the phone and told him about everything, and he said, look, this is the insurance for you, bang, give you a price, either pay it up front or monthly, whatever you want to do, and end the story. So yeah, pretty much, little recap. Waste removal, you just need your waste transfer note thing. I forgot what it's called now. I've generally forgot what it's called. Mine's gone blank. So yeah, go on the environmental website and apply for your waste carrier's license. That's what I was meant to say. Waste carrier's license, and then you're pretty much good to go once you've told your insurance company about what you're doing. And then obviously make sure you either get your public liability cover, If you don't want to, you don't have to, but just be aware that if you do damage, you are liable. And then scrap metal just needs your mobiles collector's license. But you also, sorry, if you do go scrap metal and you don't want to do waste removal, you do need to get your upper tier waste carrier's license anyway. So this is why a lot of scrap men do the pair of them, because if you only go do scrap, you can't do it with just your mobile collector's license. You need mobile collectors and you need your upper tier waste carrier's license. So as I say, this is why you find a lot of scrap men do scrap and waste. So I hope that helps. I hope that covers some of it. If you're still struggling with anything, please drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer it. But yeah, I can't remember all the companies that I'm with and stuff. Just go online. If you ever want to look for anything, Google, you know, public liability insurance. I think I got mine through Insure My Business, which is a broker. That's where I got my public liability and stuff like that. You know, van insurance, as I say, just type in what you need, ring people up, talk to them. That's your best way to go about it. So anyway, I hope that helps with the licenses. If not, drop it in the comments and I'll try and answer it. Anyway, let's get to the scrapyard. Not scrapyard tip, we're going there now. Let's do it. Right, so we just got rid of all our rubbish and we thought we'd stop and have a bit of lunch. So can't go wrong there. 2 sausage, 2 egg, bacon, mushrooms, onion, full works. Bill's got the same, minus the mushrooms, minus the sauce. Bada bing, bada bang, we're going to eat this and we're going to get home. So just want to say, if you did like the video today, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and leave me a comment, and I'll see you all on the next video. So take care, everyone.